Okay, my alarm just said it's 9 o'clock, so we should go. Let us get started. Grab yourself a chair, sit on down, get comfortable. Only for a second, then I'll make you uncomfortable. No, I won't. It won't be like that. Good morning, everyone. I am Ron. Core Without the Floor, Friday morning, 45 minutes of core, seated and standing. Sounded like in a commercial there, didn't I? Whew. Shoulders back, find your neutral, ears over shoulders over hips. Shoulders up and down just a little bit. Just get them moving. Little circle rolls, roll circles. Shoulder circles. There we go. We'll get there. We'll get there. Maybe slow, but it gets there. All right, small rotation. Bring the hand on the opposite thigh. Other hand. You can't see it? Now you can. Feel like a magician. Now you see it, now you don't. And take that back hand. Keep the chin up, chest out. Don't go very far. Just a little turn. Just kind of hang in there for a second and then go back. Go to the other side, same thing. Make sure you're in neutral position first. Shoulders back, chest out. And back into center one more time each side. Don't overdo it. You get that hand back there, you can really put a lot of leverage in there. Don't do it though. It's a trap. It's a trap. And, ooh, that was a good crunch. Other side. That's what I was looking for. And back again. Hands up on the shoulders. Elbows right straight out. Get yourself in neutral, ear over shoulder. And come down on the side. Keeping the head up. Don't let it drop down. Don't hurt your neck. Don't do it. It's a trap. Wait, we already did that. Other side. Small. These are warm-ups. These are not strengthening. So don't do that big exhale, tightening up all those core muscles. Just come down nice and easy. What you want to feel is that stretch on the extended side, the long side. Down, 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 down. And back up again. Arms down. Shake that out. Let's work on the core, get a little pelvic tilt in here. So we're going to take the shoulders back, again, starting in neutral. Tightening up the glutes and just rolling that pelvis forward. And down. You can't see it, but it's happening. You probably still can't see it. Nope. I can feel it though. Now start doing the exhale through the pursed lips. Get those lower abs involved. As you do this a couple times, you start getting those, as those muscles warm up, those ab muscles. Squeeze just a little bit tighter. Two more. Last one. And there. We're going to come just this little hip hinge forward. Little. Hands on the thighs. Just roll into it. Same thing you just did. Squeeze the glutes. And back up. Again, small. We're just getting warmed up. One more of those. Starting to feel those abs warm up. The back of the core. The glutes. And up. Take it back. Same thing. Hands on the thighs. Just roll the shoulders back a little bit, keeping your spine in neutral. As you come back up, exhale. Back out. Feel those muscles pulling you right up front, right back to the middle. No work on your part whatsoever. All you have to do is exhale. Okay, maybe a little bit on your part. And one more of those. Small move, back. Point being, you don't even need much of a move in here. Anytime you want to work the core muscles, you just take this little hip hinge forward or back. Deep breath in. Exhale to bring it back up. Or you can just sit in place and just do those core crunches, feeling the stomach, those muscles in the core, all tighten up to get you into neutral position. Off to the side, small. Just take it out to the side a little bit. And back, take it easy right here. We're just getting these going. So down, spine stays straight. Back up, start getting that exhale in there because now we're working the side muscles, side of the core, side of the torso. So if you do this once without the exhale and just bring it up, and then do it with the exhale, you'll feel the difference in those muscles engaging. And that's what's really important. I like to try it, excuse me, I like to do it without the real work into it, and then do it with the engagement of those muscles. And you can feel the difference in them. All right, hands here. We're going to go forward, to the side, around, and up. Really important when we do these trunk rotations that we get all these muscles warmed up around there first, because otherwise this will be a lot of strain on the lower back if you don't have that posture in place. And exhale as you go. Feel the offload of the work going from the front to the side, to the back, to the other side, to the front again as you go around. One more time. Forward. And there we are. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Go this way. Shoulder blades are back. Keeping the spine in neutral. Get back a little ways and come forward. Scooch back on the chair just a little bit. See if you can get those shoulder blades to just tap the back of the chair. And then come up again. Start getting that exhale in there as you bring yourself back up. So right here, your inhale and then tap. And bring it up. Sit back. Feet are on the floor. Everything's in alignment. Don't let yourself twist. And the thing you got to be careful of on this one is don't let the chin come to the chest. You want to make sure you've got that straight spine. One more time. That's where we get in trouble when we do sit-ups on the floor. Push on the back of the head. Squeeze tight all at once and drive up, is that we're putting all kinds of stress on the core, on the back of the core. All right, same thing going forward this time. So down deeper than we went last time. Bring it down. Hold. Again, exhale, tight. Bring it up to the center. Back down. If you can, let go with the hands now. See if you can do it without. Shoulders come back. Tap the chair. Exhale, coming forward. Hold in front here. Again, deep breath in. Tighten up those muscles in the stomach, nice and tight, to bring you up, bring you back, and hold you right there. And last one. And back to the center. We're going to go into that front hinge one more time here. So we're going to rotate the shoulders as we do. Small. Working on keeping the spine straight as we do that rotation. No tweak in the lower back. No nothing. No twinge. Just bring it around. Feel the stretch happening through the shoulder blades. Those muscles are engaging. You feel them tighten up. You feel them stretch out on the other side. Beauty of this, it keeps the shoulders in a straight line as you do it. So you're not reaching across with one arm, one shoulder. Have the hands on the chest, keeping them straight all the way around. Back in and up. One more. Bring it down. Should have been able to get a little farther that time as you went into the rotation. One more. Ready? Here we go. Back and bring it up again. March, little march. Make sure the knee, toe, hip are all in alignment as you bring it up, coming up straight with the shoulder. Start out small, start out slow. Heel comes up first on the ball of the foot, just like you're walking. Make sure the shoulder blades are back here, and then start bringing that knee up just a little bit higher, getting more into that flexion in the front of the hips as we lift the leg up. Again, nice and slow. Take your time with it. That exhale, hold at the top, getting the last of the air out of the lungs. Back down. And arms up in a cactus. Rotation. Chin follows chest. So again, just a little more intense than when we had the hands on the shoulders. But if this is where you need to be, that's where you should go. Find out which one works you but doesn't hurt you. And now, knee up, shoulder blades back, rotation. Not letting that knee drop, come into the side or cave in, cave out, or that other knee move either. Don't let the knees move, just up. I'm getting there. Around. One more time each side. Up, around. Hip flexors working to lift the leg. Muscles on the side of the torso bring us around, keeping the shoulders in a straight line. Don't let yourself bend. Don't let yourself hunch forward. So straight spine as you come around, or neutral spine, back to center, and bring it down again. Hands at the sides, bring one arm up over the top at a diagonal, and then side bend. Take this arm. The reason you got this arm down is you're going to reach with that shoulder blade, pulling that arm down as the other one's going up. We want to keep the shoulder girdle in a straight line. It makes this side bend so much better. We can get deeper with it, bring that shoulder blade down if we keep the other shoulder in alignment. So if you just try to bring both shoulders down, it's okay, but it doesn't have the same movement. You don't get the same range of motion as you do when the arms are extended. Bringing one shoulder blade, one shoulder up, one shoulder down. And back to the other side. And reach, pull that shoulder blade down over the top, looking right straight out in front, arm in alignment with the ear, or at least the ear with the shoulder on this drop side. And back down again. Put your hands on the back of the chair. Legs extended just a little bit, more than they were. Whatever's comfortable for you. Roll the shoulder blades back. You want to be leaning into those kickstands, the arms of the kickstands. Knee comes in, crunch it, and back out. Slow. Take it really easy for these. First time we've gone into these muscles, we want to make sure that we're not overdoing it as we warm them up. Keep the shoulder blades back. And as you go, as you feel those muscles warm up, you can start to tuck just a little bit more. With that exhale, make sure that you're getting that little pelvic tilt in there at the end, so you bring the knee in. As the air's all the way out of the lungs, that's when you get that little extra there, a little something extra. One more time each side. Bring it up. Tuck. Squeeze it hard. And out. Other side. And extend. Stay right here. Leg lift. And back down. Knee has a little bend in it. And then using the hips to lift it up. So you're not hinging at the knee. The knee's bent. And then you lift that entire leg right straight up. Be really careful with this. Make sure you've got your neutral spine. If you're coming forward at all, chin to chest, and you can't get that leg up, Bend the knees a little bit more. Get the feet in closer to the torso. Leg does not have to come up very high. You just want to get these muscles working in the front of the hip as you lift these quadricep muscles in the front of the thigh. All you want to make sure of, you don't have to bring it up real high. All you got to do is get it up off the floor so that when you do that exhale, you get just that little bit of extra. And down, step it in, leg up, out, raise it, bring it in, and back down. So we're going to make this into a pedal. Out, up, heel in. I was losing my form there completely. Shoulders were forward. Up. Make sure you've got that spine in neutral. Laying into those kickstands. Out and in. Out and in. Change direction. Opposite way. Bringing it in with the toe or with the heel close to the floor, and then pushing it out with the heel up. Other side. Foot is out, up, in. Drive the heel out, up, in. Exhale as you do. Get the tuck in there and then extend out. Don't lock the knee out when you're coming out. Keep that knee bent just like it is. No change there. Right there it stays. Bring it up. In. Exhale on the tuck. Inhale and then exhale when you get to the end again and you lift. So your real exertion here is the tuck. Heel out as you push the heel out. And then the next one is right here when you lift the heel up off the floor. Do we have to go the other way? Take it back. In. Out high. In low. Nice and slow. Take your time with this. Make sure you've got the shoulder blades back. One last time. Up, over, and back down. We're going to stand up. We got a whole lot of standing to do. Well, we're actually going to be moving. We won't just be standing. We'll be doing other stuff. The rest will be standing, and it will be fun. It will be fun. Whether you like it or not, it will be fun. All right, start out with just a march. Knee up. Work on your alignment, knee, toe, hip. Up and down. Just lightly using that. And then if you can, let go of the chair. Up and back down. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Doesn't matter how high the foot comes up off the floor. You just want heel, ball of the foot, toe, up. Find your balance and back down. Feel that weight shift as you do it nice and slow. The body's doing that automatically. Brain's taking you right there, moving you over to this leg so you can feel the foot flat on the floor. It wants to balance you. It really does. Body has one purpose, and it's to protect itself. Up and up. We're going to do an extension, so grab onto the chair. Do that hip raise, hip flex first, out with the foot, in and back down, alternating sides, up, out, in and down. Remember, each one of these is a separate move. Lifting the leg is one, extending at the knee is two. Knee comes back in nice and slow. You're controlling how fast it's coming in, not just letting it drop. But nice and slow, knees at 90, and then back down, toe, ball of the foot, heel. Other side, up, out, in and back down. Check your alignment, out, in and down. I had problems getting that out. Up, out, in and down. See if you can start to do it without the chair. Bring that opposite arm, opposite leg. Taking your time with it. If you can't, hover over the chair. As little contact with the chair as possible. In and down. So I don't go right up on top. I usually put a finger on the front, underneath, wherever I really need that balance. Out. So I'm going off that way. If I put my finger on the front of the chair, it works better. So don't just, I've only ever seen it cued with the holding onto the top of the chair. You don't have to. That may not be the best place for you. That may not be the safest. You may not feel the most comfortable. You may be able to find a way that you can just barely touch it if you put the finger in the right place. In and down, up, out, in and down. This is a balance exercise, but remember, every balance exercise is a core exercise. Out, up, and down. Arms coming down to the sides. Kind of like a wood chopper, but not really. Just elbow around and bring it back. Push on the other side. So as you come out, that elbow is going to go out, and you're going to push down with those shoulder blades in a straight line. Bring it around the torso and back up. Other side, same thing. Feeling the muscles all the way from the spine all the way around to the middle of the belly. All right. If you're ready, here's what we're going to do. Legs are going to come out. Lift the toe, rotate. Back up, and foot goes down. Take your time with this if you need to. Keep the ball or the toe on the floor. Make your rotation, then pull the toe up. Find your balance. Remember, every time you do these, what you want to do is for just a second, you want to feel all the work happening in this leg, in the stance leg. Every muscle is stationary in your body, just for a count. That's when you've got everything tightened up. You're working every muscle, and then you can go back down. Every movement requires every muscle in the body to work. So up. I'm going to just leave the chair right here for me in case I need it, which it looks like I do. Up. Also be careful on this one. Don't let the knee cross. Keep it right out in front of you. Work those muscles on the outside of the hip. Hold that leg out. One more time each side. And down. Right here. Feet apart. Start out with just reach across and back in. Other side. Get used to that entire shoulder girdle turning as you reach out. Don't have to go hard with this. Just come across to the opposite shoulder. Don't have to cross body with it. Exhale. Feel the muscles working on the side of the torso. Giving us that rotation. Shoulder blades working here, pulling that back. Remember that move. We're going to go with the pivot on the ball of the foot. Heel up, out, in, and down. Alternate sides. Up, roll it out, and down. Remember, we're not bringing the leg across. It is up. Pivoting on the ball of the foot. The knee will turn in, but it's only turning in that socket. Back in and down. Up, out. Feel the muscles working through the glutes, outside of the hip, right around that hip joint. That hip joint. The hip joint. Up. And now the arm gets involved with it too. So as that heel comes up and out, you're going to reach across at the same time and bring it back in. Feel the additional work from when you just reached across to when you bring that heel up as well. Working all the way from the hands, down the spine, through the shoulder blades. So remember, you're not turning the entire body and reaching out to the side. If you do that, that leg is going to turn, the hips are going to turn. You're putting the lower back in a stressful situation. Out. One more time each side. To the right and to the left. Out and bring it back in. All right. Foot out to the side. We've got a wider stance here. Holding onto the chair to start out with. Knee up, knee. Try this again. Heel out, knee up. There we go. And back out. So you're lifting, coming to the middle. Squeeze right here. And back down. So don't cross body. You want to bring it knee no farther than the middle, and then lift. And out. Concentrate on the stance leg, little bend in the knee, foot flat on the floor, and nothing moves on that side of your body, that stance side. Up. One more. So this one you should feel outside of the hip is pulling that heel out. Inside of the thigh is bringing that leg up. Hip flexors working to bring the leg right straight up. Other side, same thing. Keep the heel out. So you can tap out at a diagonal. Just make sure that you're staying upright on this. So don't lean out to the side as you're doing it. You get a lot more work out of these muscles if you don't lean off to the side. And it's a lot harder on the back if you do have that lean. Putting a lot of strain on that opposite side. Remember, you're lifting. As you get here, knees in the middle, it's right straight up. Arms, arm up, just hold it right there, bring the elbow down, turn the shoulders, and back out. So it's bringing that elbow down, rotating the shoulders as you do, and out. Only the shoulder girdle moves, not the lower body. The lower body just stays right there, just hanging out. One more time. Other side, same thing. Bring that elbow down, rolling that back shoulder, elbow in, stretch it out. Tighten it up, feel these muscles working through here to get that rotation in there. So right now we're concentrating on from the above the hips, up to the rib cage. One more time. All right. Put it all together. Heel out, tuck, elbow in. Again, this stance leg is your key. Don't let the knee go in or out. You just bring that other foot. Heel out, lifting at the same time, bringing the shoulder girdle around. Squeeze it, and then back out again. Concentrate on those muscles on the outside of the hip, on the stance side, to make sure that that hip's not turning. If it does, do this. Turn the hip just a little bit to the outside, and now bring it into the middle. And that's where you want to be. Whatever engagement you have on these muscles right here, strengthening them up, contracting them, that's what you're going to have through the whole thing. Back to the other side we go for our last one of these. Heel out. Arm up. Feel these muscles work all the way down the side, through the side of the hip, going down into the top of the thigh. Exhale, drop that back shoulder down too. So when you're coming around, watching that arm that's going to the back, knee comes up, If the shoulder goes around, it's going around and down. Squeezing these muscles on the bottom of the side of the back. Get that shoulder blade back and pull it down. Like that. All right. We're going to do kind of a skater. Just step back, not too far. So we're not bringing it all the way around. We're just stepping it back and up to the other side, same thing. Excuse me. Get used to this movement right here. What you're looking for is not to let the hips roll. As you bring that leg around, don't let the hips go out. You just stay right here, straight up now, right straight up front. Just worry about the hips again. And then arms out. As you bring the foot around, you're going to rotate to that same side and bring it back to the middle. All kinds of engagement through the glutes on this one. The other thing you'll feel is the muscles working all the way up the side of the hip, all the way down the side of the thigh. Keeping that hip in as you make the rotation. Let's try it right. There we go. Exhaling, tightening up those obliques, all the abs to get you in that rotation through the hips, to keep the hips straight. Oops. I'm having problems going that way. All right. Easy. Take a break for a second here. Just push down and down. So again, using the rotation of the shoulder girdle, straight line around and then reach down. Instead of, we always go to the back and down, now we're going to the front. Just a different way of hitting those obliques. We're hitting those muscles all the way along the side of the core. Get just a little bit wider. We're going to go into a hip hinge or a weight shift, coming down and reaching across. It's a variation of a wood chopper. This leg stays straight. Right here, this hip joint is where you're going to feel the rotation happening. Butt's going right straight back. Remember, you're reaching back with that back arm as far as you're reaching forward at the front. And back. Again. Whew. All right. Going to bring foot up again like we did before. This time both arms up. We're going to pull down into that leg. This time I want you to see if you can get that knee across. We're going to go with that all the way, reach, and back. So this time we're really going to use these muscles on the inside of the thigh. And it's and out. Try that again. Stay on the one side so that you can find your balance on that single leg. Whoa, or try to. Let's all work on that. Again, that 1 second, holding everything tight just for a count, and then back out. Option, toe on the floor, arms down, shoulder blades down, and then bring the knee up. Other side. I have the chair right next to me all the way through this. In case I need it. All right, ready? Bring it across. Super important. So we're bringing that knee across just a little bit more. More of a tendency for that hip to turn. You really have to concentrate on not letting it turn. And you're there. Just a lean. Feet together, hip width apart. You step out to the side, not very far. Bring the arm up over the top, stretch it out, and then bring it down into the middle, other side. Just to get stretched through those muscles we've just used, up and over. Bring it back. And back. This time as you go into that drop and the side bend, hand on the thigh, hold it in, or on the hip, hold it in. Use these muscles on the outside to push into the hand. Engage another set of muscles here. So you're not pushing it out to the side. The hand's pushing in, the hips pushing out, creating that resistance. So if you ever want to kick this exercise up just a little bit, that's what you can do whenever you do a side bend. Once you've warmed the muscles up, and back down. Grab a drink of water. Go ahead. You have 2 left. Stay wide. Feet out a little wider than shoulder width apart. We're just going to do a lateral weight shift. Out, up, hip hinge, in the middle, knees are still bent, you're up in neutral, and then down, shoulders stay square to the floor, don't roll out to the side. Don't have to go very far. And now as you go down, we're going to go into a kayak. Bring it down. Shoulders come down. Shoulder blades get pulled down. Going into that hip hinge. This is great because you can get all kinds of rotation on this one. Draw that shoulder blade back, down and back. Feel how engaged from the front. So I feel it all the way from about the rib cage in the middle, down all the way across, going into the top of the glutes on the side. And the other way. And back up again. Let's just go right straight up front this time. High knee up and back down. So everything we did has been going to the sides. I want to bring us right straight up. Feel a little stretch happening on the outside of the hips as you do this. Through the glutes. Same thing we did before, except this time arms here. You can put them up overhead, and it's just a pull it down and crunch. So we did this at the sides, doing the repeaters. Now we're going to go right straight up and down, drawing both shoulder blades down. Nothing you do is right here. Whatever's comfortable for you, wherever you feel your best balance. So this one's a little more work for me. But it's a crunch. I'm bringing the shoulders forward and then pulling down. Using these muscles on the top of the abs to bring the rib cage down. That thing. We have so much rotation, I want to keep turning. All right. Kind of the same thing, except we're going to go out to the side. And then as you bring the leg in, other side out. Again, you could be right here with them. Step out, bring it in. So now that stationary leg is having to fight momentum. It's got to keep you upright as that leg comes up and across, pushing off the ball of the foot. And then put you into a full stop. Out. Whoops. I didn't get my full second there. There we go. I got it. Step out. Right down the middle. We're good. One more drink of water. We'll finish up. Seated. Sitting down. Just the way we started. So again, a whole lot of outer this time, a lot of rotation. What I wanted to try to do is get you really into that, feeling the muscles on the outside of the torso working front to back. Those are the muscles we can cheat a lot, and we usually do it by turning the hips. We don't get that tight feel right through there. You don't get those muscles to contract. We just kind of roll into it. So shoulders down, kind of leaning into it. So that's why you want to make sure that you get those muscles, those obliques on the sides. Every time you do any exercises where that's the focus, make sure you can feel it there. Make sure you can contract those muscles. All right, I'm done talking. Palms up toward the ceiling. Shoulder blades back, chest out. Deep breath in, arm up over the top, bring it down. This is a stretch for the extended side, not pulling down, not tensing up the muscles in the side of the torso on this one. This is a stretch, getting us stretched out, getting those muscles we contracted through this last 40 minutes. Get them stretched out a little bit. So when you walk away from this, you're not all tightened up. All right, foot out to the side. Bring it back. Other side. Inner thigh we're working here. Out. And back. Out. And back. This time we're going to lift up and rotate around to the side. Doesn't have to be very far, just to feel the stretch on the inner thighs. Through the groin muscles. Out. Tap. And in. Out. And back in again. Feet apart, hands on the thighs, right straight down. Lower back, stretch. Glutes. Make sure you let the back just drop on this one so you can really feel the lower back stretch. And then push on the thighs to bring you back up again. Don't use that lower back to do the lifting. It's not made for that heavy lifting. All right. Bring it back together again. We're going to hand the hand on the side of the thigh. This time, a little more into it than you did that first time. You should see you get all kinds of stretch this time. So first time I went around, I could only get about as far as right out to the side. Now I can get back just a little bit. Feeling more stretch. Again, this is for the stretch on the extended side, so the shoulder to the front. Shoulder going to the back is doing the pulling. And back up to center. Shake that out. Foot out. Other foot over the top. Stretching the outside of the hips. Lean into it. Hands on the thighs, however you want to do it. Stretches for the bottom leg. Outside of the hip. And up. You'll also feel it in the hamstring. So you got the full hamstring across here. There's 3 muscles. We want that one to the outside on this one. Switch over. Same thing. You can move the torso just a little bit. You'll feel the stretch. Get it to move so that you're getting the outside of this hip. Usually shoulder blades back will help you with that a lot, and maybe just lean off to the side a little bit. Push with the hands to bring you back up again. Arms out to the side, shoulder blades back. Grab on to the back of the chair. Lean into this. Get the stretch through the chest, through the shoulders. Deep breath in. Exhale. Roll the shoulders forward. Making that bowl in the chest area right across here. Again, deep breath in. Feel the rib cage open up. Upper back stretches out. Exhale, coming back. One more time, deep breath in. Through the nose, stomach out, and exhale. Okay? Feeling good? Good with that? All right. Have a great weekend, everybody. Thank you for being here. And I will see you next week.